Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Billy.
Welcome to Simply Steins. We've been getting a lot of questions lately of what we're doing, so we just thought we'd do another video. We kind of talked a little bit in the first one of what our plans were, but we just thought we would do a more updated and in-depth-ish version of it.
Yeah, so kind of like some things about, I don't know, I guess basically where we're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So like where we've been, where we're at, where we're going. We both grew up pretty much around some animals.
Yeah, like exposed to homesteading stuff, but nowhere near what we're wanting to do.
And what we've done already.
Yeah. So last year, we actually had quite a bit of pigs, but like 5 pigs. Yeah. We had 30 egg chickens and 30 meat chickens.
Yeah.
And then a really big garden. So we loved it so much.
It's especially the chickens was a thing. We were oh, let's do chickens. Because my mom's done chickens, her mom's done chickens, and so we've been around chickens before. But the pigs kind of just happened. It was just a phone, just a random phone call, and he was just hey, you guys interested in some pigs? And I was
and I was against the pigs.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah. Because growing up, my brother had pigs for 4-H, and they were mean. They, charged us and, tried to bite us. So he came home, and he was like, hey, let's get some pigs. And I was like, no. No. But the pigs we ended up getting, we got the Magnalista pigs, and their temperament was so good. Mm-hmm. They're just big old dogs.
Yeah. Big
smelly dogs.
They're I guess they're the Kobe beef of pork. I don't know. They're really good.
Yeah.
So we both have come from small areas with some experience with animals, and Emily said, we started last year just we always talk about it oh, we're gonna get animals. Well, while we were living at the property we just left, we had all this area. And out in the middle of the woods, anyone that lives out in the woods, if you don't take care of it enough, the woods will actually creep in and start going back to the house. And that's kind of what we had going on.
Yeah.
And then so we got the chickens at first, and then we really seen the landscape change, just the way we were using them with deep bedding and Justin Rhodes, Joe Salatin kind of stuff. Trying, at least, doing okay.
Yeah.
Doing the best we could.
Very, our version of it.
Yeah, our version of it. Yeah.
But, no, we just, fell in love with it. So much so that we decided to do this, to move into an RV, save up money, and then get our own homestead to where we can lay out everything that we want where we want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So on a bigger scale.
Yeah. So that kind of puts us where we're at now. So right now, mm-hmm. We butchered all of our animals that we had. Well, most of them. We sold a lot of chicken. We've gotten rid of all the animals. The only thing we kept was our dog.
Yes,
JJ.
But he's too much of a baby to.
He's such a baby.
He's laying in the corner looking.
He's a black lab and just he had to come with us. So we've gotten rid of everything. And like I said, we're not in debt. We don't owe any money. I guess.
Yeah. Right? We had student loans, but we paid those off.
So I'm in school. I work full time, and then we live in here. Mm-hmm. So the plan is within the next year we've talked about maybe 2 years, depending on how we do here and all that, how we like it.
We have some plans to upgrade for winter, too, so we don't freeze.
Yeah. So we just ordered, today, tonight, we just ordered a cubic mini Grizzly wood stove, so...
Yeah. So we'll be making a video more when we figure out... We have some ideas of where it's going, but...
We're going to have to figure it out, so... For heat, because propane...
We had a wood stove at the last place, and we loved it. And we swore we would never go, another house or another... living area, I guess.
So
without it.
So part of the reason we're here is we've literally cut our expenses in like half.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to use that money to save for our property.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we want as far as that goes, it ranges from anything, definitely a couple acres is what we're talking. At least two to three.
But definitely something that we can grow into.
Mm-hmm.
We would rather get slightly more
mm-hmm.
than not be able to grow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're super excited about what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, we didn't think we'd make it this far.
No.
So,
no.
You know, for...
No, there were nights where, like, we'd be like, I don't know, man. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah. And then, I mean, the day you woke up and you're like, oh, we're going to move our house today.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big deal. So, yeah, that's what we're planning on doing. And then, obviously, as soon as we get to the property, it's chickens, it's pigs.
Yes.
It's a cow.
Honestly, I think we put more thought into what we're growing and raising than what our house is going to be.
Yeah. We've... And that's another thing.
I don't know what our house is going to look like, but I know what my chicken coop and garden's going to be.
I have no idea. We've went back and forth between, like, we'll just live in this thing for a while.
We'll figure that out. But let's...
maybe we should get a yurt. You know, what if we got a trailer? You know. Yeah. But if for some reason we always go back to, but our property is going to look like this.
Yeah, no.
We have
garden's going to be big.
Yeah, we have a really good idea of, like, the
growing
property.
This, and this.
But, like, what we live in, which... we don't know. Which I know sounds kind of backwards, but... So that's kind of like where we've been, where we're at now, and then kind of what we're wanting to do.
So there is a method to this madness.
There's a slight method to this madness. Not a complete method.
Yeah, just like a... Yeah.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we know what kind of property we want. We just don't know what we want to live in.
Yeah.
Super excited. About what's next. It's just nice to we're doing it. This isn't something everyone does, but
no, and we've thought about something similar to this for quite some time. So
yeah, definitely. Like we're looking into like solar panels for this RV as well. That way, if we find a piece of raw land, like just with no electric, no water on it or nothing,
we can station ourselves.
And then, like especially with, I'm kind of was like we're learning about RVs as well.
Yeah.
So I'm learning about the tank and the freshwater tank and all that stuff. So we have a freshwater tank. I checked.
Yeah, we do.
You never know.
Yeah, it's funny because neither one of us have ever been in an RV like overnight. Well, I remember we had some good friends and they have an RV and they went they go camping like on this every summer in an RV. Yeah. And they invited us to come up and for an evening and they had a fire and we ate and then played some card games. Really lovely evening. I remember driving home and you and I were like, we could live in one of those.
We could live in one of those. And they're like, yeah, it's our weekend getaway.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah, and then...
You guys ever thought about staying in this? And
they're like, no. Who would do that?
Yeah.
So...
No.
I don't know. Some crazy people.
So
and then fast forward, like 5 years?
Here we are. Yeah.
So, it only took us 5 years.
Yeah. Well, it's a process. Like, we finally decided on this, and then the question became, can we get enough money saved in the time period to buy the RV? So we actually worked a really cool deal out with the guy. And
he was great.
Hold it for me.
We bought it from a personal person.
Yeah, like a private
private seller. There you go.
So like I paid him a down payment, and then basically when I brought the rest of the money, I took the RV. So because I had no idea what I was doing. Like I'm so glad my friend was there. It felt so bad watching him back it up, and I had no idea what to do. So
it's pretty cool how like a lot of things just kind of like fell into place. So
here,
for this to happen.
Yeah. But so we're looking, getting excited. That we're doing it. We just, like I said, we ordered our wood stove. We're gonna start
Yeah, we're excited
moving
for that.
stuff around to figure out where we're gonna put that.
Yeah, we're not gonna start drilling holes quite yet.
I'm gonna have someone help me when I do that.
Yeah.
I definitely need help doing that. Definitely. 'Cause, yeah. So that's where we're at. Where we're headed, and just a little bit about us. I guess we're quirky and geeky.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So we've been married 7 years.
Yep.
Wonderful 7 years.
Yes.
So
He's on camera. He has to say
I
that.
have to say I know. Too.
You're weird.
You're weird. She's weird for marrying me, even though I'm weird. So yeah. So again, I'm Billy.
I'm Emily.
And we are Simply Steins. And just a little hello.
Yes.
Have a good one.